Welcome students. Now we are going to start lesson number 5, our skeletal system second part. Our second part is joints. So for this, everybody open your book and come to the page number 228. Put your finger here. You know what is joint? A joint is the meeting point of two bones held together by a strong tissue is called ligaments. What is joint? A joint is the meeting point of two bones held together by a strong tissue called ligaments. These ligaments are connected to the two joints. There are four main types of joint: the hinge joint, the ball and socket joint, the pivot joint and the gliding joint. These joints are known as movable joints. What is the name of these joints? These joints are movable joints. The bones at the joints move smoothly because of a fluid which acts like a lubricant. There are four types of movable joint: hinge joint, ball and socket joint, the pivot joint and the gliding joint. One by one we are going to deal these things. So for this, everybody come to page number 229. A hinge joint. Everybody open your book and put your finger here. What is hinge joint? A hinge joint is like the hinge in a door. It can move the bones only in a one direction. What is the example of hinge joints? Elbows, knee, finger and toes have a hinge joints. Now next one, a ball and socket joints. A ball and socket joints allows maximum movement is displaced by a ballet dancers. One bones that ends in a ball fits into the socket of the other. The examples are hip girdle and shoulder girdles. These are the example of ball and socket joints. Next one, the pivot joint. Pivot joint is found between the skull and the first two vertebrae of the spines. The uppermost vertebra in the neck is called atlas. We can move our head sidewise, upward, downward with the help of the pivot joint. With the help of the pivot joint. Next one is a gliding joint. The gliding joint allows movement at the wrinkle, wrist and ankle, and also between any two vertebrae of the spine. It allows our back to bend, twist and turn at each joint. What would happen if our backbone was made up of just one long bone? It would make you look as stiff as a scarecrow. So these are our main types of joint, and these all joints are movable joint. Next topic is our muscles. The muscles in the body tighten and relax to produce movement. There are about 650 muscles in the body and each one cause a particular movement. Mainly, muscles are divided into three categories: voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles and cardiac muscles. What are the main types? Voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles and cardiac muscles. Some muscles, like the muscles attached to our skeleton, are under our control. So we can call them voluntary muscles. Examples, you know what are the example of voluntary muscles? Our hand, legs, these are our voluntary muscles. Muscles not under our control are called involuntary muscles. They control actions like the movement of food in the alimentary canal, the flow of blood and the movement of the eye muscles. So in this muscle, they are not under our control. So example, alimentary canal muscles, eyeball muscles, etc. The third kind of muscles are found in the heart, which are involuntary in function, but their structures just look like the voluntary muscles. These muscles are called cardiac muscles. These muscles are called cardiac muscle. Now student, please turn the page and come to page number 230. You know, how do muscles work? Any idea? How do our muscles work? Muscles produce movement in the body by pulling on the bones. Muscles produce movement in the body by pulling on the bones. When a muscles contract, the bone come close to each other. When the knee bends, one muscles contract and get shorter, whereas other one relax. When the leg stretch, the reverse happens. Well-developed muscles give a graceful appearance to the body. To keep the muscles in good shape, we must maintain a good posture while we sit, stand or walk. You know, our body is amazing. We must look after it well. We must exercise and rest properly. We must have a healthy diet. We must not eat the junk food. So, if you are doing this type of habits in your daily life, your body is fit and fine. So, read this lesson properly and try to understand this full chapter. This lesson keywords, question answer and exercise I will give you in the group, and learn this lesson properly. Okay, bye everybody.